All right, guys, I want you to pay close attention to this because this is an update from the meeting about disbursement, the outcome, and this meeting took place some days ago, and I want you guys to hear the outcome and hear this information because they are beginning to come out and speak to the masses, which is very good. Unlike before, that we were not hearing anything about what is happening. And I want you guys to subscribe to the update for more tips and for more information. Pay close attention and listen to this and get the full gist so that you stop complaining and stop whining and keep your mind put your mind to rest. So guys, listen to this VN. Let's continue this conversation. Share it guys and bye for now.
Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning to all the CEOs, bondholders, and subscribers in the grant community. I am Temitope Eluyemi Balogun. Today is the 3rd day of November 2024. I'm sorry I'm coming your way lately as everybody was expecting my voice notes to get the updates about the program we did 3 days ago. But I want to tell you that it was not intentional that I have not give you the updates. But there are a lot of things that's come up which made me a little busy. So this morning I have to quickly give you the updates, and I want you to please know that the truth we are looking for is very close. It's very close. I want to remind us that the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, CDHR Abuja branch, promised us that they are going to give us the feedback, their report concerning UAAG. So before I will go to the UAAG matter, because that will be the hot cake for this month. That will be the hot cake. So before I will go to the to the UAAG matter, let me give you the conclusion about Epic Charity Foundation. Like I told you from the beginning of my movement, that I am not a friend to any grant handler, neither will I ever be their enemy except they choose me as one. Therefore, the Epic Charity Foundation were invited to CDHR, and before Professor Barango will come, we studied the grant community very well, and we know how they operate. And how they operate is what I'm going to download when I'm talking about UAAG. But for this Epic Charity Foundation, if you watch my video that I uploaded very well, when the CDHR gave Professor Barango the document that I submitted to them, and when Professor Barango started opening the document, you will see that he was shocked, and I laughed that day. I said, sir, if you see anything there, just relax, we'll talk after the program. I know what he saw that day, and I've acted foolishly. I've acted the way they call me, that I'm not competent. You're incompetent. So, but that day, Professor Barango know that I know what I'm doing. What happened is this. Let me just go straight to the point of the Epic Charity Foundation program. There is a company, a great company called Victory Retail Limited. Please pardon me, I don't know them. Neither have I seen any one of the board of directors, the CEO. I've not seen them before. I'm just a wounded fighter in the wilderness looking for truth. That's just my own work. So I saw the document of I was given the document of Victory Retail Limited. So while we are checking the documents, I and my team, we saw there are two different documents, two different names inside the document. And we saw that the owner of the document is Victory Retail Limited. But when you lay your hand on that document, you too, you will get confused initially if you are not careful enough. So we saw that Professor Barango is also his own organization letterhead is also used in that document. Although I am not an expert, so I wouldn't know why it happened. So, and I will not condemn him for using his letterhead to write letter to some places in some ministry on behalf of Victory. So I don't want to condemn him. What matter is what happened and how it happened and the end of it. So I am not an expert. I don't really understand, and I will not condemn anybody for what I don't know. Even if I know, or I just, even if it is good or not, that's not the basic thing we are looking for. You understand me? The major thing this our team is looking for is the truth of the claim all these grant handlers are claiming. That is the truth. So please, let's go, let's bring out the truth and let's leave all other things. Like I said, I made a voice note to exonerate, in a way, exonerate Epic Charity Foundation. Why do I do it? We want him to come to CDHR. We deliberately did that so that he can come. So Professor Barango was now the one calling me. He was the one even hasting the program that he want to come to CDHR, he want to showcase his own documents, this, and that. Of course, like I said, I will talk about the UAAG and CEO when I get to the CEO UAAG matter. But what I wanted to talk about them, the CEO, was what happened during the Epic Charity Foundation own. You know, there are some fighters that have been coming out and they will come out and tell you that they saw this, they do this. So people will blame them. At the end of the day, they will become the friend of that grant handlers, and the person they were blaming will now be the one showing them the road to the grant handlers place. So that is what they want to happen, what people want me to, what they thought I am doing when I did my voice note. That's exactly what they thought I am doing. Of course, as I want to dig out the truth, whatever the spokesperson of Professor Barango asked me to submit, I submitted our data because I don't want them to know that we are looking for something and we already know it. So they were now expecting me to pay. I said I don't have money now, and until we finish the CDHR meeting, then I will be able to tell you about about my money. Yes, okay. Professor Barango was initially wanted to pay for my flight from Lagos to Abuja. He wanted to pay the to and fro, pay my hotel bill for the purpose of that meeting. But honestly, I won't lie to you, I don't have money. That period, I was looking for money, I was begging for money, but you know what? I look unto God and I said, no, I don't want to collect money from this Epic Charity Foundation CEO. I don't want to collect money from him for anything. I want, if he want to give me money after the program, no problem, but for this program to hold, let God raise up for me. And God did. So honestly, he was calling me, he wanted to know how much is my bill. And when I arrived Abuja, he tried his best to see me. I declined. With respect, I declined. I just told him that I've been busy going from one place to the other because of this UAAG matter, which is true. So we will see on that day. So on the day of our meeting, Professor Barango came and he talked at length about the project in his hand, But there are some utterances professor made that day. If not because I am a fighter, if I am to be an adviser, I would have already stepped on him a little. Maybe he will caution himself. But because of this grants issue, some people, and because they thought there will never be justice, some people believe they can do anything, they can say anything, they can act anyhow. So the drama in the CDHR office that day was so high, it was so joyous that people started clapping. We were clapping, we were clapping, we were clapping, like we were watching this comedy show. So but at the end of the day, it's down on him after the program that he has exposed himself by himself. So it make my work so easy for me. It make it so easy for me. Now what happened was that he told the CDHR he already said everything about Victory Rito, but use it in the name of Epic Charity Foundation. So he was explaining the program in the name of Epic Charity Foundation. And I'm going to briefly explain to you about Victory Rito today by the grace of God. So they are never grant handlers. They are never grant handlers. But through my research, my investigation, what I got from them, I'm going to tell you this morning. So Epic Charity Foundation, Professor Barangos even made mention of antagonizing these grant handlers that day. The grant handlers like UAAG and Co. that day. Now, he said Victory Rito is a consultant to him, and he paid them. He was the one that said so. Nobody asked him questions on that. So he says so. He said that he will give NGO some portion of the program. They will do this, they will do that, blah 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 blah. And he promised the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights that he is going to bring more detailed document, which is more higher than the one I am carrying, because he said it there that I don't even have the full details of the document. And we thank him. So after the program, what I did was that I didn't post because the expectation of Professor Barango was that my movement, my voice notes after the CDHR will give him more honor in the grant community. That is what he was expecting. And also I hire a cameraman so that the thing will be very very good, and to edit it, to cut it. We told them no editing, but to cut it small for people to view will be easy instead of using our phone. And we don't want the era of UAAG to happen. You understand? Because the media, whether na international media director they call him or what, of UAAG till today refused to bring the video he did. But of course we are going to collect it from them. I pray he will not delete it, because if he delete it, that means he will extend his years in where they are going to, by the grace of God. Now, Professor Barango, after the program, I asked my cameraman, he cut it small, and I uploaded it alone in my platform so that people can view what happened. And let me not lie to you, what Professor Barango was expecting was for me to upload everything to the social media and to now come out and exonerate him that he has come, he has shown his documents, and it's true. But please, I always cry within me that where are we going in this country? How do we even get all this qualification? Who are the institution giving these people this qualification? Who are the people giving, certifying them as apostle, as professor, as doctor, this and that? So I begin to, we have to advocate for that too, because it's very, very rampant. It's very, very rampant. Like they call me ugly, hungry woman. There are many ugly, hungry men among them that they have given them doctorate degree, and this thing has entered their brain that they don't even know. They don't. They see everybody as under them. They see everybody as somebody they can control, toy up and down. You understand me? So the like of Professor Barango of Epic Charity Foundation, and even some of his people will testify to this, except they want to sin against God. His aim was to just come and use me to step up in his own grant issue. Because I want you to know that Professor Barango is also a grant handler as at today. We have seen him as a grant handler who will also go to, he is no more coming to CDHR, he has already come, but he will also go to EFCC to showcase his grants that he is telling people that they should come and subscribe to. I am Temitope Eluyemi Balogun, and that is just the truth. So after the program, I uploaded this video in my platform. I refuse to do voice notes because the job is well done to me, and I send it to my leaders, and they uploaded it to the right and appropriate places. And I want to categorically tell you that officially Professor Barango was relieved of his duty. What was the duty of Professor Barango in the issue of the document in my hand? Professor Barango was a facilitator. He was hired as a facilitator to help a Victory Restore organization to get the RWA of their project fund from the federal government, from CBN. That was what they gave him to do. But he went ahead and started manipulating. He was now calling CEOs. See, ego in grant community, I sabi more than you, is what is happening to some of them. So he was calling the CEOs, and I have dig deep into the organization of Victory Restore. They don't need CEOs in their project because it is just an individual organization that got this particular fund. Because they have representative here in Nigeria who Professor Barango supposed to be reporting to, and we were told he did not even contacted them, the HRM, for the past 7 months, then that he was not talking to him again, whether in 7 months or 4 months, but he was not talking to the man again, to the HRM again. So they didn't even know what he's doing again. He has already manipulated and jumped to be talking to the owner of the project directly. And the owner of the project thought he was trying his best to get the RWA done. So when they heard from his mouth, everything is said in CDHR. In fact, they couldn't hold their tears. That's just the plain truth. Because this particular fund supposed to have entered Nigeria if all what Professor Barango was trying to do was not there, and it is not a thing to be shouting about. It is a project that they want to come and do in Nigeria to increase the youth employment. So if the money enter Nigeria, there is nothing like sharing to NGO there. There is nothing like sharing to NGO. There is no place in that document where they mention it that they want to collaborate with NGOs. There is nothing like that. And that is why it is not amaze me. It is not a surprise to me when from my intel we got information again that Professor Barango is now planning again to travel to Malaysia, that he wanted to go and bring about $800 million from Malaysia down to Nigeria. Remember, he was telling people to come to him, that he has billions of euros to give out. But right now, because that same week we did the program in CDHR, that same week Professor Barango got his letter from the organization he is facilitating for. They relieved him officially through their lawyer. They relieved him. Now he is now looking for a way, maybe to cash out again or to run out of the country. That's the two things I will want you to know. If you listen very well to my voice note, the first voice note, I said find your way to their office. One of the things these people do is that they will never have a physical office. If all of you that you have fall victim from the beginning to the end, if you can categorically tell us the address of his office, I will be very glad. And I will, if you tell us the office of Professor Barango and where it is operating, and there are people in the office, staffs in that office, that you know this is staff, not the spokesperson. Because I know the spokesperson shuttle from Lagos to Abuja or to wherever they are going to. So their office is online, is through the plane and buses to meet people in hotels, basically all these grant handlers offices. And that is one of the things that strike the attention of some notable people in the society, because anybody using hotel as place of meeting for all this kind of thing, they are scammers. So Professor Barango knew the story from there, so he shifted from the euro and now started collecting, asking for money to go to Malaysia. He will be surprised that I knew all this. Yes, that is the reason why those people that are saying that I don't know what I'm doing, please leave them. Let them continue fighting me. Let them leave the fight they're supposed to fight. Let them focus on me, because everything they are doing, me, I will not even look at them. I still want to continue in what I'm doing. I'm sorry today's voice note might be more than lengthy than the previous one. So those that want to still do voice note to fight me concerning it, please prepare so that you can tell me that I'm wasting people's data. You know that I'm not using data doing this. So please. Then we reach out to this Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, now reach out to Victory Retold organization, because they needed clarification. Where in Yoruba land we used to say something, our fathers used to say something, that ọba méjì kì í jẹ ní ààfin, that two kings can never be crowned in a palace. So that is exactly what they call them for. The Victory Retold through the HRM, Obi Chris, that's the Royal Majesty Obi Chris. He said he gave the word that they will come. Or ordinarily, they didn't supposed to stress the HRM. We didn't supposed to stress him, but we needed him in person to come, so that the video will carry it that yes, he said he want to clarify everything Professor Barango came to said, and he said he gave us his word that he will come. And that particular day, on the 1st of November, that he's supposed to come, it was a day we heard that he will not be able to come again, and he gave his word that every details needed by the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights concerning Victory Retold and Epic Charity Foundation, he is going to give us. And he said that they don't have anything to do with Epic Charity Foundation again. He was just a facilitator, and they have relieved him of his duty. Already before that particular day, they have given the assignment to another person as a facilitator. That was the letter that Professor Barango saw in that document that make him to feel shock that day, if you watch the video. So they now said they already have somebody who is working with them in Nigeria, and their project is not a project of the to be making noise with. So that's what they told us, and we thank God that though HRM didn't come, but they assured the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights that in a twinkling of an eye they will send their letter and their reply to the CDHR. So it is when we get that reply that immediately they gave us the reply from the CDHR. Be expecting our action towards Professor Barango. Yes, because he is now a grant handler. You know, somebody that collated CEOs and said he has something to give them to the masses. I don't know how he planned it with them, but he said it also in the CDHR. But now that the rightful owner of the project have collected it from him and have said they don't have anything to do with him because he didn't even know how they get their fund. Now that he's now collating thousands of CEOs again to give out money to, he will have to come to EFCC. We are going to submit his name also to EFCC so that they will help us to ask him the same question we are asking the other grant handlers. So please expect the action on that when we receive when the CDHR receive the letter from His Royal Majesty of Victory Realtor Limited. Now let's now go back to the UAAG and Co. Good morning, my people, once again. Good morning again. I remain Temitope Eluyemi Balogun. So on the matter of UAAG, imagine. I want to start from here. The manipulation of UAAG, their kind of life they have taken it to CDHR, and I'm so happy about it. What was the manipulation? When I entered CDHR office on the 1st of this month, the National General Secretary, please, because I've seen a lot of write-up on the social media that I said Pastor Pascal Anyanwu call. I didn't say so, please. I didn't mention any name. And already people that listen to me, they know that I will say it exactly the way it is. So those people that normally want to manipulate, they can continue. The General Secretary, the National General Secretary of Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, citing me on that day, was congratulating me that madam, finally this your UAAG, e be like say I have to congratulate you. I say, for what? He say they told him that somebody called him that the UAAG have started disbursement. And I look at myself, look at the people that we were sitting down together, we women seeking for the truth. I say, comrade, I don't understand. He say, yes, that he received a call from UAAG people, one of them, that they have started disbursement, that he was saying, thank you, Oga, UAAG has started disbursement, blah, blah, blah. Then I said, please, sir, which disbursement? Is it UAAG or even which one? Which one has disbursed? Because if there is any disbursement, the social media, they can't keep the secret to that level. And he said, that is confused that I'm here. I said, honestly, I'm not here because of UAAG. We are here today, as you know, because of Epic. But calling you that they have started disbursement. For what? They have brought their manipulation to your table. That's what I told the secretary. And I told him that, Oga, we are challenging you, the national, because this Abuja branch has tried. He has gone everywhere he's supposed to go to. It is now high time you people join hands together to speak in one voice. Just Barrister Falana, the father of this CDHR, just a phone call to EFCC chairman. Everything will be done. What is delaying you? That's what I told Comrade Ejike, the National General Secretary of CDHR. And he said he's still shocked that somebody can do that and boldly call him that, okay, madam, let's leave that matter now, that he's going back to ask the person to send him proof. And from there, he will know what to do. So that is why I said UAAG and Co. Let me not lie to you. By now, we are supposed to have seen the end of UAAG matter. We are supposed to have seen it. But there are a lot of manipulation, and that's why all of you, if you think you can manipulate, you can continue. You can go to anywhere to block this process. All I want to tell you this morning is that I have a lot of keys in my hand towards this issue. I have a lot of keys in my hand towards this issue. The one that you have, the door that you think when you close, then there will not be road. If it is when I need the door that I will take the key and open it. So if you lock it, I still have another key that is not even relating to the one you lock. I will still go and open the other door. That is what I have been doing. And that's why you see that it is very difficult for them to stop this process. Sir, I want to tell the public today that by now, we the grant community is supposed to have the official report of UAAG through the CDHR. And I want to educate everybody that are saying UAAG, CDHR should build the report. CDHR should tell us, send the report to Madam in Lagos. There is no need of going there. Please, that struggle is not like that. Getting justice is not like that. It's not like that. You need to go extra mile. You need to go extra mile. It is a physical process. CDHF have written to CBN, written to the Secretary of the Federation, written to Minister of Finance, written to Chief of Staff, and written to EFCC. Apart from the one I wrote, the petition that I submitted to EFCC, which has been endorsed, approved by the chairman and endorsed by me since July. But remember that this UAAG and Co. Please, the and Co. in my message is all other grants, like all other grant handlers, like Power of Five, Supreme, O Project, Bema David, Refugee, Tepicon, King David, and so on and so forth like that. They are the anchor that I'm talking about. They are the anchor. Because if you deep down yourself and listen to the way they have been operating, you will realize that we are still in the same spot concerning this grant matter. Now, UAAG is trying its best through its anchor, through his supporters, not the marketers. So the anchor I'm talking about is the grant handlers, other grant handlers that have promised the grant community they want to give them something. They are the anchor that I'm talking about. So they march together to stop this process, knowing fully well that if Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama is being invited to EFCC, there is a problem for them too. So they want to stop it by all means. So that is exactly what they have been doing. And I will not lie to you that it is too late for them to do that, because I'm going to just briefly talk about that aspect. Because if you look at it from this time of SEM, you remember during Tepicon, there are some leaders among them, like this Kingdom Wealth, then the Pastor Asogban and Co. I think that they started this process together. You know, some of these people, they have gone. They are no more talking in the grant community. Through our investigation, we know that some of them went like that. They don't want to come back to grant community. They are now facing their life. Some are still here as anonymous. They are still fully behind what is going on. And when Apostle Dr. Ken Nwakama is questioned, it will affect them. So all of them, they march together. They recruit a lot of people to be castigated, to be talking against him. Some were even saying that the woman is done mad. That's what some of them are saying to the public. But let me tell you, grant community, today as I am talking to you, the EFCC have received letter from Minister of Finance through the letter written by CDHR, and they told them to do a thorough investigation towards this matter. They have received letter from the secretary to the federation. They said they are expecting reply from them, and you see that we don't have agency in Nigeria that we can just beat our chest. I am Temitope Oluyemi Balogun. I am challenging the EFCC. I am challenging them to this morning, 3rd of November 2024, because the officer in charge of our case is now romancing, because that's what I'm going to say. If she is not romancing with the people we brought their matter to them, where is she now? She asked me to come down to Abuja down until I come. Then they will be able to do something again. They have finished their investigation. No, thinking I won't be able to come because I've gone there twice, nothing was done. They have invited me 2 times and they didn't do anything. So they thought the 3rd time I will not come. I've been in Abuja since last week Sunday. We have been reaching out to her. She's not responding to any of our call. She's not replying any of our text messages. Let the grant community know that the UAAG, what they said at the CDHR office, that that their document is with the government. We need to ask questions from EFCC. What is the relationship between them and UAAG? And that they could not call him, they could not invite him, even after the chairman of EFCC have approved the petition. They are the one manipulating. They are the one delaying the process. They are the one delaying this particular report we are expecting. Because if EFCC call Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama today to EFCC office to ask questions and he couldn't provide answers, you know that the public will know that Apostle Dr. Ken lied to the grant community. And a lot of things were scattered. That is why they ran to EFCC. If they didn't run to EFCC to delay this process, then the EFCC officer in charge of our case must be questioned. That's why I challenge the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, because even without me, they have been going there. I sent my lawyer along with them again. They said no. The woman said no, they have to see me. Then I came. Then she was nowhere to be found. Let it be known to the Nigeria that we women seeking for the truth of all grants in Nigeria, we are ready and we are not going to relent. Let's call out the EFCC. Let's bombard them with questions. What is delaying the report? What is delaying the action that is expected of them? What is their relationship with UAAG and co? Because when I got to Abuja, it's true, I heard about somebody, Pastor Daniel said they want to, that they called me. The UAAG people called me. No, they didn't call me. I don't know how to lie. Pastor Daniel, I really appreciate your voice note, but truly they didn't call me. They sent somebody that they know I respected most to me, and the person was, he even mentioned name, that they want to have dialogue with me. They want to join my struggle because they have the secret about UAAG. I don't want to mention name because the era we are now is just the concluded part of UAAG, and that is what we want to start from tomorrow by the grace of God. Let's see how it goes. So they come, and I look at it that these people they mention, if I mention their name, I know that in the next 2-3 days, the grant community will be fighting up and down again. So there is no need. Since some of them say I'm not competent then. So if they want to come and meet me, you say I am Mumu, I'm not competent, I don't know how to do it right. And now you want to come and join my struggle. Will I not turn you to Mumu also? Will I not make you to be an incompetent human being? So, and then my struggle is my struggle. It might be totally different from your own struggle. So I decline, and I told them I don't need any dialogue. That if truly they want to start their own struggle, they should open their own platform and start it. So after that, the second option It was the coalition of CEOs or NGOs in Nigeria. Then I told the person that told me of that one too, that no, the coalition you are talking about, that is Tepicon in those days. That's what the Tepicon meant, and that is what Pastor Asogban tried to do in Weshinet, which did not. We have not seen anything since then. So if you want to go and do your own, you are free to go. But personally, hi Temitope Eluyemi Balogun, after this struggle, I will take my documents of my own organization, my own NGO, what I was doing then, my vision and mission, then I'll go back to it. So I don't want to collide with anybody. That is exactly what happened on that. So Pastor Daniel, the UAAG management people didn't call me directly. They did not ask me to come. They didn't want to come to me directly. They used somebody that they know that I respected most, and the person didn't call me on phone. He came to my hotel and discussed with me, and I told him categorically that no, I'm not interested. So I can't be romancing UAAG. Anybody coming from UAAG now, I cannot have anything to do with you. Please pardon me if I'm rude. If you think I'm too rude, no, pardon me. I can't have you in my team again. There is nothing you want to come and show us. There is no secret you want to come and tell us that we don't have it already. And it's not everybody that come out to make voice note in my name that I don't want anybody to reply them. The era of that is gone already. If truly we didn't do anything, then let the grant community check from the time of from June. Check the calendar. Try to investigate. Try to do a random sampling of the fighters. What happened since they have been coming out? So, and look at what we did from June to this moment in the grant community. The grant handlers knew that yes, we have hit them. We have already finished them, because once UAAG is being questioned, the others are following. That is exactly why they team up. That's why I'm calling them UAAG and Co. That's why all of them team up to stop this process. And today being the 3rd day of November 2023, please, I would like to let me end this voice note now. Then if there is anything I forgot to inform you, I will write it in my platform, please, because they are making me to be hungry. The EFCC section that our petition has been approved, there are 4 sections in EFCC that have this particular case at hand, but the 3 are saying that the first one need to act, and she's not acting. And I knew what I had in the grant community concerning a woman EFCC, that they mentioned one of the management, one of UAAG management mentioned to one of them that the woman is her girlfriend, is his girlfriend. We want to go and buy catfish. I'm talking of Pastor Obinwagbo mentioned that to somebody, that they have connection to EFCC, that nobody can just talk to them anyhow. Yes, he mentioned it to somebody. Pastor Obinwagbo mentioned that when it comes to EFCC, that he is on ground. And now we are seeing the handwriting. Please tell the woman that he should wash her back. She should wash her back, because we already knew what is happening in EFCC, and we are going to break the table finally this week by the grace of Almighty God. So this morning I am calling on all the grant subscribers, CEOs also in the grant community. The reason why you have not heard anything about UAAG report is because the person in charge of our report, of our file in EFCC, refused to do the needful. He refused to do the needful. They refused to do the needful. So let us call out the EFCC. Let's reach out to the chairman. Let's reach out to the public. Let's shout their name. They are the only one delaying the process. The CDHR have been going there. They have been going there. They turned them to something else. And that's why we challenge the CDHR. We know them in the past. We know what they have done in the past. This UAAG matter is a national issue. They should use national hand to finish it up. So I remain Temitope Eluyemi Balogun. From this moment, please stay tuned, because the power must change hand in EFCC as God liveth. Watch out. The door they thought they closed, many have opened, and we have not even used the key of the remaining one. God bless you, Nigerians. I remain Temitope Eluyemi Balogun.